Welcome to our Threads of Success podcast, where we engage with accomplished slow fashion entrepreneurs and industry thought leaders like yourself, shedding light on your journey and your digital transformation efforts that drive business efficiency and growth. Um, Today we have Avantika and Anandita. Both are joining from two different places. Avantika joining us from Uttarakhand and Anandika joining us from Assam. And their brand Cherub, am I pronouncing it right? It's Mama Cherub.
Mama Cherub.
MamaCherub. It's a brand also from Uttarakhand that has created to cherish motherhood and childhood through clothing that is comfortable, breathable, and skin friendly, making it easy for the mother and the children to be on the move and have a playful time. So that's from my understanding and my side. I'd love to kind of hear from both of you about a little bit about what you think about your brand and a little bit about your brand.
Great. Uh, Anandita, you can take this and I'll move further.
Yeah, hi. This is Anandita. I'm from Assam. MamaCherub is a brand we started when we saw there's a gap of of maternity clothing which suits the Indian body and the Indian weather, right? So we wanted to develop something which is comfortable because motherhood is a very special journey, and it should be cherished instead of feeling discomfort in your clothing because it's a growing stage. Your size grows and you have a new baby later on. You don't want the baby also to have skin rashes or any kind of discomforts. That's when me and Avantika, we both started the brand called MamaCherub. Our brand consists of handloom, organic cotton fabrics sourced from India, different places in India, and it's made for mothers by mothers.
Okay. Okay. Lovely. That's lovely to hear. So probably you can tell a little bit about the genesis of your business idea, when it started, how it started, and why you started it. Probably any of you.
So we started. I am a fashion designer. I had my own label called Urbanitas, which was into uh, occasion wear, high-end wears Indian garments.
Mhm.
And Avantika was pregnant at that time. She was looking out for garments for herself and to for her to be born. And she wanted a very cotton, comfortable clothing which she can wear throughout the day, and she won't mind stepping out in them. Uh, being a designer, having my own store, she asked me to make few samples. I made few samples for her, and she was quite comfortable in those. That's when she asked me if why not to provide the same quality of garments to the other mothers around who are looking for the similar comfort in their life. Because while
Yeah.
you're pregnant, you don't want to even change clothes for stepping out. You'll be rather staying back at home, but you should not be stopped or you should not be restricted in those things.
Hmm.
That's how we started Mama Cherub.
Okay. When you started, like, did you look for like this? Already other people are doing it on the similar space, and you wanted to kind of only keep in that space of motherhood and childhood, or did you like explore
Yeah,
and
people were doing, and people are
yeah,
doing great
yeah,
work in maternity and kids wear. But our pieces are different because people are generally doing either completely printed fabrics.
hmm,
Ours are we make garments from plain fabrics. We hand embroider them because hand embroidered garments add a to the garment to the designs, right?
yeah,
And if our garments are something that you won't mind wearing to get-togethers, otherwise, what you find in the market, if it's a dressy outfit, it's either not cotton or it's either
yeah,
not skin friendly, or
yeah,
if it's skin friendly and comfortable. So
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
difference we created in Mama Cherub.
Okay, and you're targeting mainly in Indian market, or how we started? Like,
Right now, we're targeting only Indian market. We started with Indian market, but soon we'll be selling internationally. to the
Okay.
Asian market. Firstly, to the
Okay.
Asian market, we are targeting the Asian market right now.
Okay. And like, what was the strategy when you started, like initial launch? Like, I understand that you started more from a personal experience, but how did you start it initially when the launch happens? How did you acquire the first customer probably that you had?
So
Um,
basically, when we started MamaCherub, we had no experience in maternity and kids wear. So we started by taking feedbacks from our family and friends. We gifted them few of our sample clothings. We took a lot of feedbacks. We did corrections accordingly, whatever was required. And then we started selling through online and offline platforms. Started with
okay.
online actually through our own
Yeah.
website. And right now we are selling through different platforms,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
which are online and offline both.
Okay. Probably you can delve a little bit like how much of your seller primarily online versus offline? Like, where do you find more
Uh, we are
success?
selling maybe like 60% offline and
Okay.
40% online. Online is through different websites, and offline we are putting up a lot of exhibitions, and we are selling through through sustainable through different stores which have the same mindset of selling sustainable garments.
Okay. So like, if I may ask, like, apart from own
Yeah.
website, how many online marketplaces, and what are the some of the marketplaces that you found it, and how did you find them? Is it something you approach them, actively?
Some of them we approached, one or two have approached us themselves, and
Okay.
some of them are like Paperboat, Amla, and some like we are selling in Goa. We are selling through online marketplaces like Amla Earth.
Okay. Okay.
The similar concepts.
Okay. Okay. So there's like marketplaces for sustainable garments and
Yeah,
everything. And
exactly.
offline trade fairs at offline, well, if you're doing pop-up of the stores, and
Yeah,
how
yeah, we are
frequently are
doing
you doing, which all places? Like,
maybe like once every month
okay. Okay. And
right
which all
now.
places like?
We are doing Dehradun, Delhi, and Hong Kong.
Okay. 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 That's nice. And how do you
Yeah.
find the response, like, versus like Dehradun, Delhi? Because Dehradun is tier two, Delhi is tier one, Hong Kong is different.
Uh,
What is the difference do you
we
see?
would say that we have got good response in all three places
Okay.
because people are
Okay.
really loving our fabrics, which are sourced from
Okay.
you, basically.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Nice.
work we have done, they love the flowy fit of the garments, and because our garments are not stuck, like if you buy one size, it will stay with you till completion of your pregnancy and even for nursing. So they love the
Yeah.
concept. It's not just for pregnancy or it's not just for nursing. It goes
Yeah.
throughout your pregnancy and nursing period. So they're loving it.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's good to know. I'll probably a little bit ask you about your website. So that's something because we're talking about more digital transformation. So I believe that, as per my understanding, it's like WordPress that you have developed and WooCommerce or something. Is it something you are aware of?
Yes,
How
yes,
we have it
that's
developed?
right. Yeah. Yeah. It's WordPress and WooCommerce. So
Yeah.
we are
So
using WordPress. Yeah. So we did research on the various platforms like Shopify,
yeah,
WooCommerce,
yeah.
and
I
yeah.
wanted to ask
And
like
the
why not
reason
Shopify?
we
Like that's what other people are using. Yeah, most of the
Yeah,
yeah,
so we wanted to be a little more flexible in the design
yeah,
concept. Though
yeah.
Shopify is maybe easy to get into and
Yeah,
launch your website, I think WooCommerce provides you a little more, flexibility in terms of designing the web page. But
customize.
yes, yeah, the
Mm.
customization. But yes, I think Shopify is equally competitive, and with the various the ease of changing Shopify's is quite faster, quicker, and involves lesser manpower to do it. So
Yeah,
maybe in the near future we might explore Shopify as well, but like initially that is the reason we opted WooCommerce.
yeah, yeah. I understand. Like, yeah, both like from the perspective, but Shopify has been doing very good in the e-commerce
Yeah, yeah,
space.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's good to know. I wanted to kind of understand your take. So let's move on a little
Yeah.
bit into marketing probably. So I believe that you're doing offline, pop-up stores and everything. But what do you think are the channels apart from, like, if you have to go directly to your customers, not through other marketplaces? What are the channels are you utilizing, like social media or anything? WhatsApp. I believe we're doing email marketing as well through Mailchimp and other platforms. So if you can
Yes.
talk a bit, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we are exploring all options. Social media, we are using all platforms in social media, whether it is LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. So all of
Okay.
these get us a lot of give us a platform to connect with our customer and get them aware of why Mama Cherub is different. How do we offer ease of garment to mothers and kids?
Yeah.
What is the concept behind using sustainable and conscious clothing? So
Yeah.
it is a very, very good educative platform. And I
Yeah.
think influencer marketing has been a great channel
Okay.
to reach out to the like-minded target audience, especially influencers who are into sustainable lifestyle. So these channels, and then our
Okay.
website is there through. And maybe we are in the process of thinking that in the near future we might have a store, but the store does restrict us in location. So
Yeah.
ultimately, we would grow a majority of our growth. We want to target through online channels, but yes, yes, we would want to have some establishment, somewhere where we can connect to a customer directly and get their feedback.
Okay, okay, sure. So let's talk about little bit about influencer marketing. So we've talked about, like, how do you find the influencers? Are they like micro influencers, and what kind of influencers? What are the parameters to kind of see and see the success? Analyze. Is there something you do specifically?
Yes, so
Yeah.
we have a team who are searching for influencers, and we ourselves are also very involved with looking out for which influencers are there who are promoting sustainable lifestyle, maternity, and kids clothing. We
Okay.
interact with them. We try to understand, what is their audience, and
Mhm.
we plan our activities with them, and then we go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been successful for you guys, influencer marketing, like you said, right?
Yes, influencer marketing is quite successful if you get the right influencers. Like there is a hit and miss in influencer marketing. So if you get the right influencer, because our product is very, very niche. Like, firstly it
Yeah.
is to a segment of women who are going through a phase of maternity, or even for kids we have up to 8 years old. So that segment is short and niche because we are now going for sustainable and conscious clothing. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there is a lot of education and hitting the right target audience that is required from our end. Yeah. But so that's where like influencers play a very great role in
Okay. That's
helping us educate.
great. So, just one more thing in that, like, do you find that influencers just by searching on Instagram, probably if you're doing in Instagram,
Yeah.
finding them that way, or do you use another tools? Because I have come across one or two, you know, uh, you know, tools or tech companies who are like congregating or aggregating these influencers. You can find the right influencer, like co-influence. I've heard recently. It's called co-fluence,
Yeah.
co-fluence something. Um,
Yeah.
so are you using any tools to find that influencer, or directly you're searching? What's the best way?
No, we are searching directly as of now. We are not using any
Okay.
tools. But yes,
Okay.
like since you mentioned, I'll look into it and I'll explore.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
co-fluence something
yeah,
I've heard. Probably it can be
yeah,
better. And let's talk
yeah.
about social media. So you said like five social media. I've said like, but for B2C, as per my understanding, Instagram kind of stands out. Pinterest probably because in fashion. So what do you think in that aspect? Which is more successful, versus if you have to compare?
Yes, so Instagram is very successful.
Mhm.
Pinterest is good for awareness, but I think in terms of conversion, Pinterest for us it hasn't been very, very effective. Facebook also,
Okay.
like initially we thought that maybe the traffic to our website would be driven by Instagram, but I think Facebook also gives almost like an equal number of traffic as much as Instagram does.
Okay. No, lovely.
Yeah.
And do you do
Yeah.
email marketing and WhatsApp marketing, if I may ask? Like you do like
Yes, we
quite
are doing, but we have, our database is still limited. So we have not
yeah,
deployed, APIs or, other platforms. We are just doing shooting of mail. We are using MailChimp like for,
yeah, yeah.
maintaining a database. But yes, like for the shooting of it, we have a team of people who are into social media marketing and who handle these as well. WhatsApp and email marketing.
Okay, okay, that's lovely to hear. I mean, that's always better to kind of have your database of your own, even though you do through other marketplaces, because they're getting their information anyway when you have to
Yeah.
ship it, right? So
Yes.
it's always
Yes.
better. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and mhm. If like I understand, like you are getting a understanding of your ideal customers is mostly mothers and
Hmm.
who in the period of their maternity. Um, do you use any tools like I see that probably Google Analytics something that you use to understand who are your customers, right customers, and who are coming from which cities? Do you think any analysis that helps, and if you use some process in that?
Yes, so obviously Google Analytics is there. Then we do use also our pages through Instagram, Pinterest, and the various
Yeah,
social media platforms. And
yeah.
we study the followers and the viewers we are getting, and which
Okay.
city, which age group, demographic, everything. We try to study and then we target the market accordingly.
No, okay, okay. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good approach, probably.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's shift gear towards more about probably operations and your productivity and sourcing. So for
Yeah.
the time being, obviously you have source from us, but apart from us, if you have to find the right vendors for your production, how do you find these vendors? What has effectively worked for you just by searching or through word of mouth? How we found these vendors and what is the process like?
So, to find vendors, we basically call for samples from vendors, whoever from word of mouth. Also, we have got a lot of vendors and Google search or visiting marketplaces, markets. We have found a lot of vendors and we call for sample swatches from them. And for
Yeah,
every collection, obviously, we need a different kind of fabric for every season also. So when we are launching a new collection, we again look through the swatches we have or call for new swatches. We see what suits our collection for the time being, and and similarly we process the orders. We get our samples ready, samples done. If the fabrics are suiting the samples, then we process with the vendors.
so how do you find these vendors in the first place, like before getting the samples?
So it's basically through mouth, word of mouth
Word about,
also,
yeah.
and we even go to the markets to do the research work ourselves.
Okay, 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 okay. That's good to know. And after you find the vendors, start working within your team, do you use any process just to kind of manage the team and the task? You probably you're working on multiple collection, all the time. So what is the process like? How do you kind of bring efficiency into the process? There's some tools in
So
there as well.
for Google Workspace, all the
Oh,
different apps through Google Workspace has been a great help
okay,
for us.
okay,
Because our team, as you can see, Avantika is in Dehradun. I am from Hong Kong. Rest of the teammates are from different parts of India. To
okay,
maintain a close contact and keep a track of what's going on in the business, we need a lot of communication. So
yeah,
WhatsApp, Google Meet, and all other Google platforms have really helped us a lot to keep a
yeah.
track of our stock, to maintain our stock, to see the production is going on, to
Mhm.
designing, to everything. Google Workspace has been of great help for us.
Oh, great. Great. That's good to know. And if you talk about probably your fulfillment, I think you have been shipping to across India and outside as well, right?
Yes.
Because you have in Asia
Yes.
a little bit of.
Yeah.
And what is the process like in this? Is it from Dehradun? Is the connectivity is smooth, and how is the process like?
Yeah, it's smooth. We are using Blue Dot as our shipping partner right now, and
Hmm.
we maintain a stock with us. So whenever an order gets placed, we ship it in India and like in Asian countries as well.
So Blue Dart is not
Whenever
coming
we,
you as expensive, right, for you, or is it?
it is a little expensive right now, but
Yeah.
we need a courier partner who delivers on time and who
Yeah.
delivers within India as well as to Asian countries.
Okay.
So we are comfortable with Blue Dart right now, but maybe
Okay.
we'll look into more courier partners
Like
soon.
Ship Rocket or something, some aggregator which has
Yes,
like all the.
we'll soon shift to some like we'll soon partner with some other as well.
Okay.
But right now we are using Blue Dart.
Okay, that's lovely to know. I think we skipped the most crucial aspect, which you work on, probably the design. So, how is the design process from the beginning, from the concept to the production? What is the process like? How do you do it? How do you rely on it? Do you rely on, because there's probably the design tools that you guys use, a lot of them, right? Illustrator.
Yes.
So, how the process like? Can you tell a little bit?
So basically, we really depend on Procreate for designing our stock.
Okay.
We plan a concept first, a theme. We basically revolve around themes from our nature, like
Okay.
maybe sea life or the jungle life, something like that.
Okay.
Because it's kids wear and it's
Hmm.
maternity.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a little uh,
Colorful and playfulness. Yeah.
colorful, playful, and something which makes them excited, especially the kids. So we revolve around those concepts. We
Okay.
design through Procreate. We share the designs through Google Sheets to our different teams,
Okay.
and we
Okay.
make samples. We get samples done. We approve the samples on phone,
Okay.
on online, as well as the partners courier it to us, the
Okay.
samples, and
Okay.
then when the samples are approved, we proceed with the production,
Okay.
and we keep
Just
a
to.
ready stock with us.
Okay. Okay. Now, just to ask a little bit
Yeah.
different question on that front. So, once you have these designs and what you're exploring, do you like
Mhm.
talk to your customers, or probably your very power customers who are like core customers, who probably buying from you? Do you like talk to them to understand their feedback? What do you think about the designs? Is there any process that goes in that?
Yes, 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 yes. Obviously, customers' feedbacks are most important to us because
Yeah.
sometimes we fail on some aspects, right? And everyone does. We are not gods to not have any faults in our garments,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
sure.
we improve with customer feedbacks always.
Okay. Okay. So you're talking to your core customers probably all the time throughout
Yes,
this
Yes.
thing.
So
yes.
Okay.
our samples, the samples that we make, we generally have it, as a, we try it on, wear it ourselves, or maybe the kids. Sorry, there is a noise. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
share
So,
share it with our friends and family
Okay.
and we
to
get
get
a,
a feedback.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. Let's change the gear to bit about your uh, the task that you're doing. Probably it's more of a mundane task, but it's very crucial, like for administrative and accounting and all those. So, how are you managing them? In the sense, we have so many people probably working. Is there a way to kind of you recruit, hire, and kind of manage them? Through, is it mostly looking for this? How do you find these people, and how do you work along with them? Is there something you can tell?
yes. So obviously, like Anandita mentioned earlier, like Google Workspace has been crucial because we have a team that is across regions in India, and we have to team up with them. For hiring, we use a lot of referrals, and we also rely a lot on these universities where we get new pass outs, because we want a team which
Okay.
is young, energetic, and
Mm-hmm.
motivated to work. And even if they join us, they are really motivated to work and move forward in life. So if you give them the right direction, I think it really helps us. And we are also a young brand, so we like to work with and motivate the younger generation. And also, we a lot through referrals, actually, whether it is a
Mm.
production team, like we have a small production team in Dehradun who are working on accessories now, which comprises mainly of women.
Okay.
And so we are taking we're trying to devise a model where women who cannot work full time, we
Yeah.
give them work on a work from home basis, uh,
Okay. Okay.
and we get it back. So we've started with accessories with them. So all of this requires a lot of commitment from people, and I think referrals work a lot in getting committed talent. And obviously, yeah, the other channel we work is through reaching out to universities.
Okay, so reaching out to university, you mean like directly kind of talk to the university when they're like, do they have them like some resumes who are interested in it?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
we rely, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, okay. And
So
which
like
all universities like?
the ITI in Dehradun,
Oh, in within there as
so
well. Okay.
Dehradun,
Oh,
yeah,
that's good to hear. Okay, that's
yeah,
lovely.
yeah,
And I think you talked about Google Workspace a lot. So I'll just wanted to kind of so for example, you're working on a project, property collections.
yeah.
Do you use like project-based tools like Trello or something where you can like on a project you can allocate people? Does
Mm-hmm.
that help with Google Workspace, or do you what do you think in that? And and from a productivity
Uh,
perspective, like
no, we haven't really worked on Cello,
Trello
but
is a
yeah,
okay, so it's a task
yeah,
management. But I think
yeah.
I recommend one which I recommend to every come across something
Mm,
we have been using called Notion. I don't know if you have
mm,
explored, but you can should explore because I've talked to it in my previous podcast as well. So which have been working really great as more
mm.
from it's a like collective space for one tool for everything which you use through Google Workspace. So it works a lot
Okay,
for us. Like you can do did create documents, collaborate in projects, create worksheets, everything together at one place. But yeah,
okay.
but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
We'll,
works
yeah,
really
yes,
great.
yes,
Uh,
yes. Thank you. Mm,
okay, so I think we have understood a little bit about our business. I talked about, but I have a few rapid fire questions, like
mhm.
towards the end. So, how do you want to take this? Like, do you want to take one by one, or any of you are welcome to kind of uh, pitch in?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Any of
Yeah.
us, yeah.
Fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So whoever feels fine. So,
Yeah, exactly.
can you name like one tool or resource that probably had the most significant impact in your business? If you have to like highlight one tool and why?
So I would say WhatsApp because
Mhm.
staying in remote places, staying in different cities, WhatsApp has been really helpful for us to share, to connect with each other, to keep an
Yeah.
update of any small differences that we have in our designing or in production, what's going on when, like, to check on the timelines so that we meet the timelines, to keep reminding people of their daily tasks. WhatsApp
Okay.
has been really helpful for us.
Okay, that's lovely to hear. I mean, WhatsApp is something which is, I think, bonding nook and corner of India
Yeah,
and
because
everywhere in the
WhatsApp,
world.
you can even laborers or any other segment of people, everyone's using WhatsApp. So
Everyone is
because
comfortable.
our includes a lot of labor work, right?
Yeah,
Be it tailoring, be it embroidery, everything includes labor work. So to
yeah,
connect with them, it's quite easy. Using WhatsApp has been really helpful.
yeah. True. And okay, moving on. Like, what area of business do you believe that urgently requires some transformation at the moment,
Okay. I
which you
think
haven't done?
yes. So we are studying into a lot of you know an omni-channel platform, like maybe unicommerce and
Mm-hmm.
similar ones for stock keeping and accounting, and like a omni-channel platform that manages the entire thing. So we are just looking into that.
Okay, so omni-channel platform means uh, like for like offline and online both, right?
Yes. So now since our stock is going into different marketplaces, so keeping a track of them, through your entire inventory management gets a little difficult, right? Like you cannot
Yeah.
manage it on
Mhm.
Excel or something as basic. So maybe you're looking into, like, few of our platforms do use Uniware, and we are finding it very, very easy to work with them. So we are looking into it.
Okay, so yeah, if I can share something, because we have been also using, but we are mainly online, but we're using Zoho
Hmm.
as our accounting and inventory management, which you
Yes,
can
yes.
like do
Yeah.
both like offline and online together. But there's
Yes.
others as well for
Yes.
sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
so definitely. Um,
Yeah.
and another interesting question probably is there are there any innovative products or concepts in the current landscape of fashion that excite you? uh, what do you look up to? Any products?
So currently, Avantika, you were about to say this. You were looking up to a lot of, doing a lot of research on this. Avantika, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. I think I lost the connection for a little while. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's asking about anything exciting us. So I think you were excited to answer this question more than me.
Yeah,
I
what's
would give it to
happening in the
you.
current
Yeah.
fashion landscape? Yeah.
Yeah. So we are always looking out for new ways, especially for the designing tools, and also creating the tech packs. So these are
Okay.
two areas which require a
Mhm.
lot of technology, and we are always looking out for new innovation in these.
Have you found anything that probably you look up to? Like if I have to
Yeah, so like
point.
Tech Packer is great for designing tech
Okay.
packs. Yeah,
Okay.
and though it is not a newer technology, but yes, they are always evolving with new plugins, like new tools, and so that's really good.
Okay. But some people like hand sketching more, right? That's more of a traditional kind of
So for
method.
that, for that we use Procreate. Procreate has been
Okay,
really
it's
helpful
more
for
of
hand
an okay.
sketching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's lovely. Okay, and on similar lines, if you had to like recommend one, I think you've already said, but one productivity tool that you have to recommend to other fellow fashion founders, what would it be? That probably you have talked about or
If
haven't talked about? Yeah.
if you are into hand sketching, then Procreate is the best app I have used till date. Maybe
Okay.
there are more, but for me, Procreate has been a really helpful tool because
Hmm.
with Procreate you can download, save them, and share it on WhatsApp also, and it's easier
Okay.
to for the end clients and people like
Use.
laborers also to understand the designing.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's great to know. Um, if I move on to on something similar, it's like, is there any fashion startup or business that really admire, look up to? I think there are probably dozens of them, but if
Yes.
I have to select one.
Yes, there are a lot. I think Pero is doing very great in the, especially in sustainable and conscious clothing. And they've reached a
Yeah.
global market, and they've tried to really educate customer a lot about why, their clothing is better. And so I think that is a great brand, which is, reaching out to the customer, and how they have used their designing to use hand embroidery and fabrics, like the cotton fabrics
Mhm.
or the Indian handloom fabrics. And
Yeah.
so that's a great brand that we look up to.
Okay. So yeah. So Pero probably for the embroidery, they are very famous, and there's like very one of a
Mm,
kind designs. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if you have to like select one
individual or entrepreneurs within the fashion space or any other space probably who inspires you, a role model or
Mhm.
inspires you in some way, if you have to choose?
So, I was just reading about Sirohi. They're not into the fashion landscape,
Okay.
but they are
Yeah,
into,
yeah.
having women employment and,
Yeah.
how they trained and took a artisan cluster and how they grew with them and reached different market spaces. So I
Yeah.
think they are very motivating. Their story is quite motivating.
Yeah, they have a very strong storyline, and I also follow uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Siroi on LinkedIn and keep on seeing the stories. It's really powerful,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
The last rapid fire, like if you have to provide one valuable networking tip to navigate in this slow fashion community, to meet other people, understand from other people, uh, what do you have any tips for us?
Yeah, so I think all the lifestyle cafes, stores, there are a lot of talks on sustainable lifestyle. They are
Yeah.
also partnering with, for co-product, cross-selling of products through sustainable, other sustainable products. So I think that
Okay.
really helps. Like, yeah, so there is, there are quite a few which are being organized, even pop-ups which are promoting sustainable lifestyle. So because I think more and more customer need to be bought into this niche of understanding why to choose sustainable lifestyle, why it is better, and what is the main concept behind it. Like the main concept behind sustainable, it's good for you and it's good for the environment. So making that
Yeah.
connect with the customer is really important.
Okay, so by lifestyle stores, that's probably sustainable stores. You're saying that to go there and visit in the people and the
Yes,
community
go
there,
there,
right?
visit. Yes, have pop-ups with them. There are some cafes which do pop-ups with sustainable, brands.
Okay,
So,
okay. So if you have to like select like probably top two or three places, what do you recommend?
uh, top two or three.
Or top one probably.
Sorry, Amala Earth is a great online channel where they've got
Okay.
together a lot of artists and crafted things. Then there is another one which is Local Nation, which is an online platform where they are promoting again small entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs who are coming up with handcrafted local products. So these are two which are doing very good.
Okay. Okay. That's
Yeah,
thank you for
yeah,
sharing them.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so we've kind of covered most of the questions. I have just one last thing to ask, which is about a vision for the business that you're
Mhm.
building. So where do we can expect Mama Cherub to see in like probably the next 3 to 5 years? What's your vision for the business?
Yeah, so we want to obviously reach out a larger audience. I think across borders, like once we reach out to the Asian and international market, there are a larger audience who understand and appreciate sustainable
Yeah.
and conscious lifestyle. And even in India, we would like to educate and reach out to regions which have been a little difficult to penetrate into.
Yeah.
So that's where we are targeting. And also we would like to work on women employment and target that and grow our business from there.
Okay, that's very good to hear. And
Yeah, yeah.
Ananta, you have any remarks? Ending
Uh,
remarks?
basically, we want to tie up with we want to give employment to people who have the skill set but don't have the source to show them off. Like we are already doing accessories from women's who are at home, but we are giving them work. that's their side income, and it gives them a sense of achievement when
Side income.
they are even if it's a small amount they are earning, still
Yeah.
they have the sense of achievement that they are
Yeah.
doing something, that it's just not a housewife or
Yeah.
homemaker. So
Yeah.
that's what we are targeting to connect with more and more of such kind of women's in our field.
Okay. Okay, great. So that's very good to hear, and that's a very good points and very good talk that we should kind of end this podcast with. And I can't thank enough for two of you for on a search notice to come and accept this and to do this. So thank you so much for coming to the podcast and sharing your knowledge and experience, and probably it will help other fellow founders who are in the similar space as well. And yeah, there's more things that we'll be sharing, and probably it'll help you as well. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much to you for creating this platform where we can come and share, and for the fabrics you provide, for the work you're providing to so many laborers around your workspace and to the villagers. In fact, as we know, you are into handloom fabrics and you're sourcing from home homes, like people from working from home from
Yeah.
remote areas in West Bengal as well. So thank you so much for creating this platform for everyone.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. It's my pleasure, because it's nothing. I don't feel like I should take the credit for it. It's already there, prevalent in India, of these ecosystems of talented people who are, staying in remote parts of India, and we should, all of us who are in the slow fashion community, should come together, kind of create that supportive ecosystem for them to thrive as well. And that's what we are all trying to do, or playing a small parts into this. So thank you again for Anandita and
Yes.
Avantika.
Thank
And
you. Thank you,
Thank
Amit,
you.
so much. Yeah. It
yeah,
was
yeah,
great talking to you and sharing our journey, and also hearing you out on the technologically bits that you could share with us.
thank you so much.